Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl, Beth B, and we're doing Love and Hip Hop Season 1, Episode 3. I cannot remember what the name of this one is, but I'll definitely put it, in the description box. And without further ado, get your glass of wine, or for me, it's going to have to be a little bottle of water because, yeah, it's a little too early for me to be drinking. It's not 5 o'clock somewhere. No, it's not right now. So, yeah, no alcoholic vibes over here. Let's get into it. Emily, Chrissy, and Olivia are at the spa getting their nails and toes done. Have like another little girl day. But this is where Chrissy and Emily decides that they're going to confront Olivia about lying about dating Jarrell, the football player. So she said, oh, well, so Emily's like, I talked to Jarrell and he said y'all don't date. He said he ain't talked to you. He said he talked to you here and now, but y'all have not dated in over a year. So Olivia's like, yeah, we ain't been dating, but we've been talking, and we, because of our schedules, this and that. And so she basically kept backpedaling and pussy popping. Either you're dating or you're not dating. Either you're talking or you're not talking. You saying, oh, we did date, but now we're not dating. Oh, that's my boo, and then it's not my boo. Or, Olivia, just call a thing a thing. You thought that man and you was together, or you knew you and that man was not together, and you decide to just make up this lie just to be in the group. You want to be in the group. It's Love and Hip Hop. Everybody got to come with a love. So I believe that's just what you did. But like anybody who feel like they being drawn into a corner because they keep hitting her with questions. Well, he said. Here she go, well, what about you? What's up with you and Fabulous? And so Emily's like, what you mean? We've been together for 8 years. We got a 2-year-old. I got a 12-year-old at home. We have family. And she said, well, when I be seeing Fabulous in the clubs, Fabulous be up under all kind of girls and they don't look like you. And so she was like, well, what rapper don't be around a lot of girls? And here go Chrissy, mine. And she's like, yours. Yes, yours do. I be seeing him in the club with other women too. Yes, I do. And Chrissy, Jim, be in a club under some women. Don't get it twisted, honey. Your pot of greens ain't clean over there either. He be doing stuff too. Don't get it twisted. We just don't know about it. But I'm pretty sure he be sneaking around too. And so basically nothing is really resolved from that whole situation. It just, it is what it is. Chrissy is now going to drag Emily B down to this showcase at my God. So Chrissy is dragging Emily B down to Somaya Reed's showcase. So in her words of saying, to see if she has what it takes to work with Jimmy. Because Emily looking like, girl, I really ain't got time for this. I don't care about that girl. I don't care about her music. What are we here for? We on some rah-rah stuff, or we here just to listen, like what it is. And Chrissy's like, oh no, I just want to, hear what she got. Let me see what she working with. Let me see if she's really a real artist. So they get there, and Somaya Reese comes out. It's like a almost a poetry night. You know how the people be doing their poetry, but the live band be playing some little sultry music behind them to give the words a little vibe and a little feel. That's what it was giving me. But Somaya is a rapper. So Somaya goes out there and starts rapping the song that I think that was the song you wanted Jimmy to rap on. You said it sounded good, but to me, it sounded a mess. I don't know if it's the lyrics of the song, because the song really wasn't hitting on nothing when I first heard it on the show. And it damn sure not hitting on nothing with the poetic band in the background singer, ooh yeah, like it's not a fit. And I was like, what will possess her to decide to rap at a poetry night thing? Like, and now I guess it could work, but it didn't work. And so, Chrissy, she ready to go take this little bit of, words back to her, back to Jim. But next scene, we see Olivia and Emily B meet up to talk about the whole Jarrell situation because Emily B feel like Olivia has been avoiding her ever since that situation and she don't want no hard feelings. And I'm looking like, well, Emily, you should have never brought it up. First of all, don't go to your client asking your client about is he dating somebody or not, because that's unprofessional. Like you can say, I ain't seen me buying no bags and this and that. Usually when you got somebody in your life, you got me buying purses and this and that. If you seen you ain't been doing that, then you already knew that man was not dating her. And you did not have to bring that up to the rest of the group about her not dating that man. It was just unnecessary. So yes, if I was her, no, I would not be answering your phone call. I would not be answering your text. Girl, fuck you. You tried to embarrass me down to the damn spa. So Olivia meets up and she was like, I just felt like it was really messy and what was the point of you even doing that? And she was like, well, I just don't want nobody around me lying about a relationship that they really not in. And I don't want you to feel like I'm going back and forth. But, Jarrell is just telling me that y'all don't date. And Olivia's like, well, what's the point? What's the reason? So then, once again, Olivia's going to throw up fab because, baby, you want to talk about me and my man? We'll talk about you and yours. And she was like, what's up with your situation with Fab and how she be seeing Fab with other people? And she was like, well, do he even claim you? And Emily was like, yes, he do claim me. And she said, or do he just let you know if people know that you his stylist? Are you the main girl or you the other woman? Like, what is it? And so Emily just feels like, oh, you just doing all that because I already don't call you out on your shit with Jarrell, and we not gonna start on me and Fabulous because no. That's not how it is. It's a difference. That's my man. That's not your man. And that man publicly said that he is not your man. So, once again, nothing is resolved from that scene. I don't even know why they even tried. Like, girl, take it as it is. You should have never brought it out to anybody's attention that she was lying about dating that man. So, Jim Jones is going to the tattoo parlor to get a tattoo done that he's been working on for some months, and Chrissy decides to tag along. And it's always nice to have somebody to bring with you to the tattoo parlor, to talk it out so that you don't really think about the pain that you're going through while you're getting your tattoo. So Chrissy was like, I'm gonna be that person, but what I'm gonna talk about, Somaya and why you shouldn't work with Somaya, because that's gonna take your pain away. Jimmy is looking like, girl, as soon as she says my name, he's looking like, here we fucking go. So she starts talking about how she went to the little amateur poetry showcase, whatever the fuck it was supposed to be. And she was just like, Jimmy, it's just she needs more work. She needs more practice. I mean, is she even paying you for this? And this is when Jimmy said, no, she ain't paying for me for this. I was just gonna do a little something for her, whatever. Said, well, do you think it's worth it? Like, think about your brand. Think about that. And so I don't know, I'm giving her like a Valley Girl type thing, but whatever. So Jimmy's like, at this point, Jimmy's like over it. Like, basically, I'm not really getting paid for the shit. You getting on my fucking nerves about the shit. So, you know what? To just calm all this down, let this all go. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not going to work with her. Like, okay, that's fine. I got things I got to work on. Anyway, I got an album I'm trying to get out. What album he was trying to get out? Baby, don't ask me. I don't remember. The last song I told you is the Ballin' song. That's all I remember from him. But he said he got a deadline for his album, so he really ain't got time for it anyway. And then in the confessional, Jimmy's like, I liked a couple of the songs. I did, and I was going to work with her, but since she making a big deal out of it and she feels like she ain't the right person to work with, I'm just going to let it go. She usually knows what's best anyway, so I just won't do it. And I was like, well, damn, Chrissy, that's real fucked up, because, like, what happens when you need something from another artist or whatever you need done, and maybe that girl has a connection to that person and you need that help from that person, and she throws salt on your game telling them that you need help and stuff like that. I just thought it was real fucked up. Like, let the man do the song. We probably was not going to listen to the song to begin with. Just let the man do the song. We ain't listening to his song. We wasn't gonna listen to her song. So two people whose song we was not gonna listen to link up and make the song. Like, who was it really gonna kill Chrissy? Not a goddamn person. But since he was doing it for free, I guess we really, shouldn't dwell on it too much longer. So Somaya meets up with Jim in the studio. She brings the song. Remember, Jimmy told her, I like the song, but you need to rework it. It's not really radio friendly. You got to rework the song. Bring it back to me. Cut this, cut that. We go and work on it. So she brings Jimmy back to the song again with the stuff that she fixed on the song. And Jimmy is pretty much. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. That's not the corona, y'all. That's just a little dry throat or something. I did just take a nap. I just woke up. Anywho. Plus, you can't get corona through the computer screen anyway. Anywho. But, so Somaya meets up with Jimmy, and she's playing the song that she redid. And Jimmy, kind of just sitting there with alright, like, I'm kind of doing this scene when I already know I'm not about to do this song. So she really setting this stuff up for no reason. But I'm going to go ahead and, give a little interest. And that's when he breaks it out to her after. She was like, what do you think? You think it's good? Do I need to work on something else or whatever? Or when can you do your part? And Jimmy just basically tells her, like, hey, no, I'm not going to be able to do it because of the fact that I have other deadlines I have to meet. And I have my album. And it's like more things that's a little more important than me working on your album. And so somebody's feelings is hurt because it's like, damn, I don't redid my song. Like, what's the problem? Like, we were all good. And she's like trying to tell him, like, hey, I really need this chance. Like, don't do this to me. And he's like, I understand. Like, I see you grinding, but I just can't do it right now. So Somaya is like, okay, I seen your girlfriend. Well, in her confessional, she didn't say this, Jim. She was like, I seen Chrissy at the thing. She seemed like she liked it and was feeling it. So I really hope that she wasn't being too fancy, acting one way in front of me, and then went back to Jimmy and told him another thing so that this man don't work with me. And then she's like, she's starting to feel like Jimmy's pussy whipped. And I was like, Jimmy's not pussy whipped. Jimmy just be tired of her nagging and tired of her talking about it. And this is probably not the first time that Chrissy has stopped Jimmy from working with another woman. And let's be real, you don't want him working with Somaya because of how Somaya looks. Somaya is a really pretty girl. Somaya is very shapely, and that's the reason you'll want this man working with her. Because I'm pretty sure it's other things Jimmy has done that was not a good look for a brand. I'm pretty sure. So Somaya decides she's going to do a little investigating to try to figure out what happened with her song with Jimmy. And she decides that she's going to invite Emily to have drinks to see if she can get, like, a little tea out of her about what happened. So Emily's like, well, yeah, Chrissy really is very protective about him and protective of his friend. And if she doesn't like something, she is going to tell him. But Emily is trying to tell her that Chrissy don't have the final say in it. She did, no. So she doesn't have a final say in it. And that if Jimmy didn't want to do the song no more, he just probably wasn't feeling the song. Somaya don't believe that. And she really thinks that it really had a lot to do with Chrissy. Emily wants to clear the air between these two women. So she having a little yacht party. And she decides to invite Somaya Reese so that her and Chrissy can bury a hash and really get an understanding for each other. And when Chrissy sees Somaya, she pulls Emily to the side and starts talking like, what's she doing here? What is it? The Hispanic girls sticking together? And Emily's like, no, I just feel like she got a wrong impression of you. And maybe I could sit down, clear the air, and everything be cool. We could just bury the hatch. But as they're talking, her manager, Somaya's manager, Maurice, overhears the conversation and hears them also talking about how that Somaya's not a good rapper and that she's doing this and, basically talking shit about Somaya. And he decides that he's going to go tell Somaya about what he heard. But you're also saying this in front of Olivia. And now you're talking a whole lot of shit about Jim Jones only making $10,000 event, appearance, and Chrissy lame for fucking niggas, rappers to her bills get paid. And Olivia is like a friend, so Olivia got that, ooh, I'm about to go tell, look on her face. And soon as she had a moment, she was gonna go tell. She was. So Chrissy comes up on the boat and Somaya basically confronts her like, why y'all talking shit about me? Like, what is the problem? And she was like, here you go on that rah-rah shit. You always interjecting yourself, never getting understanding. She's like, what is the understanding to get? Y'all are always talking about me, so what is the problem now? Instead of letting them two women argue it out, here go Maurice ass talking about something. Yeah, I told her what was said because I overheard y'all talking about her, and I just need to let her know what the situation was because I don't want to have to pull her off of y'all from whooping y'all ass. And so Chris like, who ass she gonna whoop? Who ass she gonna whoop? He said, your ass. She gonna beat all y'all ass, and I don't want to have to pull her off of you. And I'm looking like, Maurice, this is so freaking unprofessional. Like, where were y'all finding these people when y'all was like hiring folks? Off of Wish? Off of Craigslist? Like, I'm like, what manager interjects himself in some female mess? That's exactly what it is. Chrissy, at the end of the day, is somebody is supposed to have a career. Chrissy cannot stop nothing. She's not A&R. She's not a producer. She's not the head of a record label. And she's not a vocal talent. She's not even the goddamn makeup artist for so and so and so and so and connected to so and so. All she is Jim Jones' girlfriend. So for you to be interjecting yourself in this petty female shit and doing all that rah 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 was absolutely out of line, and you making things worse. Like, play your role in the background, listen, let them two women fuss it out, and let that be that. And basically that's where it really ended off with them two fussing. Like, Chrissy telling her that she's just not gonna make it, she's not ready to be a rapper. And Somaya's like, who are you to tell me what I'ma be? And I'm looking like, yeah, Chrissy. And telling her, like, if you would just listen to me and be on my team, I could help you out too. And I'm looking like, but what could you help her out with, Chrissy? A song with Jim Jones that she was already gonna get before you put a bug in his ear saying that the girl was not worthy of a song from him. Like, you could not help her do anything. You don't know nobody other than Jim Jones in this, in the rest of Dipset? Like, I don't understand what Chrissy could do to help further this girl career other than let Jim Jones sing on her record that he was going to do before you decided to butt your nose in it. He was going to do a little yang, yang, yang on that record, get a little girl the record, sit on her way, and continue to do what the fuck Jim Jones be doing in that fucking studio all night. But I digress. Alright, guys, so that's it. If you're liking the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.